So, hi everyone. Today I'll be doing an election prediction. Gillibrand versus Donald Trump. So, yeah, let's just get right to it. Obvious states that we know aren't going to flip. So, Washington, Oregon, California, Hawaii, Alaska. All these just really safe states that we know aren't going to flip. Um, just, let's just go, keep going up and down the map, filling in all of the uncompetitive states. Illinois, all these just safe states that the candidates rely on. Sorry, that was just my brother. So I think this is our battleground map. Sorry, I don't know why I always forget to fill in Utah. Sorry, Utah people watching this video, but I always seem to forget you guys. So this is our map. 209 for Kirsten Gillibrand and 163 for Donald Trump. So now I'm actually just going to go down and do the safe leaning toss up. So basically I'll just fill in all these battleground states, what candidate will win the battleground according to me. So I think that Trump would edge out Arizona and Georgia because I just think their Republican identity since like forever ago, I think that he will carry on to those states. I think she'll make them competitive, but I don't think she'll end up carrying them. So then going over to a state like Nevada, I think that Kirsten Gillibrand would be able to carry the state. As well as in the state of Virginia, I think that she'll choose a running mate that might capture some of that Latino vote in Nevada and Virginia. But other than that, I don't think she can win the other states along the Mexican border. I don't think she can make Arizona and Texas, especially Texas, But then going over to a state like New Hampshire, it is becoming much more democratic since past elections. So I'm actually giving it to her. I just think she will be able to pull off a victory in New Hampshire because I do think that she can capture a lot of that vote there in New Hampshire. So I do think she'll carry the state. But then going over to North Carolina, look, Trump's going to win in North Carolina. North Carolina is one of his best battlegrounds. He's doing better in North Carolina than in some other places. So I do think that, especially with her not being able to capture a lot of the African American vote, I think that Trump will win over the rural whites in North Carolina. So that's why I'm giving it to him. Now going over to Florida first. Actually, I'm just gonna first fill in the okay. Now going over to Florida. Florida is always a make or break. If we give it to her, she just needs one more state to win. Obviously, other than Iowa, but anyway, Florida is increasingly important to both Democrats and Republicans to win, especially Republicans. So I'm giving it to Trump because I do think he would narrowly edge out Florida. And so now they're almost the same electoral vote count. Looking over to Ohio and Iowa, I'm giving them to Trump. That shouldn't really need that much of an explanation. Like he's doing okay in those two states. Kirsten Gillibrand's not going to do very good in the Rust Belt. However, I do think that she'll pull off Michigan because I do think she'll capture, especially in the southern part of the state. Maybe not as much in the, how do you call this, like a panhandle kind of thing. But I think she'll do very well in the southern area, and that will be enough to offset Trump's victory in the northern part of the state. And then going over to Wisconsin. Look, Wisconsin's tricky. Wisconsin, I think Trump would narrowly edge out Wisconsin. I think he would very narrowly edge out Wisconsin. But that was just based on the 2016 election result. And we know that Hillary has a lot of scandals behind her, so I'm actually giving that to her because I do think she would carry the state of Wisconsin. Pennsylvania, the last state. Look, I mean, this is Pennsylvania. It's voted for a Republican once since 1988 or something. I mean, I think Kirsten Gillibrand will narrowly edge out Pennsylvania. All of these races, these lightly colored ones, so like Nevada, Arizona, Florida, Georgia, North Carolina, Virginia, Pennsylvania, Ohio, Iowa, Wisconsin, Michigan, New Hampshire, Pennsylvania, Maine, and Nebraska, they will all be close. But this is what I think will happen if these two candidates did go head-to-head. So, final electoral map, 279 for her and 259 for Trump. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.